Hello and welcome to Veggie Patch Ideas. Today it's all about what we can get away with direct sowing in September. Now, first of all, we need to prepare the ground, and that means raking it over really well. And if you've had a lot of rain, it may have helped because the soil is now perfect to be worked. Once you have your bed prepared, it's moving on to the next stage, and it's quite simply to make your rills or your drills across the bed. And what we're going to do, bit of wood, and we'll just mark out where the seeds will be going. Now, first thing I'm going to sow, it's going to be lettuce, and this one is called Marvel of Four Seasons. You can also get away with sowing lamb's lettuce or winter destiny this time of year. And the reason why we do these varieties, it just can take the winter weather. And let's get sowing. And as you know, or if you don't know, it's just a simple case of sprinkling the seeds down the line. So we'll do the first one to show you, and the rest will all be the same. And then we just want to push the soil over lightly. And this was Marvel of Four Seasons. So the first one's in, and we'll go ahead and we'll pop a little label in so we know exactly where it is. And the reason we sow in rills, it's just easy to weed, and you know what are seedlings and what are weeds. Now the next thing we're going to sow is French radish, and again that will go just here. And with the French radish, it will germinate very fast, and it's a quick crop. So it'll get to maturity very fast, so it's in and out the ground before you know it, which for September is what we want. I'll sow quite a few of these, and I'll harvest them young. And again, put the soil over, as easy as that. Then the next up we're going to do is, let's go with a spinach gigante. Now this has bigger leaves, and it's one of the varieties that are really good for winter. So, and again, I'm going to do these in a greenhouse and polytunnel as well. But for direct sowing, if you have that empty ground, it's good to know what you can get away with. Now this will make a big plant, so you may want to thin it out. Let's do 2 rows of these. Again, this time of year, look out for slugs because they are absolutely everywhere. So spinach goes in there. As easy as that. And then next up, let's do a row of spring onion. Now these have been terrible at germinating all year inside the polytunnel, but let's see what we can get away with outdoors, eh? And again, just follow the rill and cross everything. So spring onions go in there. Lovely jubbly. Now last but not least, for me anyway, is Winter Destiny. Now you'll know if you follow the channel, I don't grow a lot of green lettuce as it was. The slugs tend to get at it fairly quick, but for your situation where you are, it may be different. So let's pop it in and see if it works. Gardening is all about trial and error, and if it doesn't succeed, don't give up. Keep trying and successes will come. Okay, so that's in. And the back one I haven't got a label for, so we'll write it later. I'll just pop a stick in the row where it was so I know where it is. And we'll head into a polytunnel. I'll talk you through what else can be sown directly in September. Now that was good timing. It's just began to start raining, so I'm glad we're in the safety of the polytunnel. Now let me quickly just write this label up, and it was Winter Destiny. If I don't do it now, I will forget. Right, so that needs to go outside. Now, when it comes to sowing in September, you will have free beds become available, and you don't have to direct sow vegetables in them as we garden through the winter months. If you want to protect that bed and overwinter that bed, you could try looking at green manures. Now this is a crop that you sow into your soil type, and it is very varied, but you sow it into your soil type and it grows up through winter, and then you chop it in the spring or in December or something like this. It depends all on the variety you get. You can get a green manure mix, which is 2 or 3 different plants mixed in. But just as a word of caution, if you are thinking of doing an overwintering green manure, if you have couch grass in your beds, just be very careful, because it does involve digging in, and what we know about couch grass is if you break the roots, it does make that separate plant. So just be mindful on that if you are thinking of doing it, and double dig your bed, remove all the couch grass out of it first, and then put some green manure in. Now of course you're not only limited to what we've just done here today. If you have any cloches or little polytunnels that can go out in the ground, you can get away with doing spring cabbages or even pak choi in some cases. Now this will need protection over the winter months, but as the summer turns into fall, we need to be thinking ahead, and this is why, if you look on my previous video of what I'm sowing in September, this includes everything to grow in a polytunnel or a greenhouse as well. So here on Veggie Patch Ideas, I want to give you the full all-round garden experience as it was, no matter what you have. So if you're just outside in your back garden and have some blank space to fill, then this video is really going to help you out. But if you have the full setup like we have here, then I hope I'm not missing a trick with you guys. And if you are a traditional gardener and do like to direct sow, I hope I've answered some of your questions today. Now I'll link the video to what I'm sowing in September, the full video, next on the player. So if you watch right way through to the end, you will see a link to it. And as always guys, thanks for watching, and you are appreciated.